Hey Amber.
Hi Javon, how are you?
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Nice to see you again.
Welcome to my office again.
Thank you.
You can sit down.
Alright.
So how have you been doing since our last session?
I've been actually doing a little better.
Okay.
Things are getting more complicated as the semester goes on. And I decided to drop one of my classes, which is fine because I'm still a full-time student. Just lots of work to do.
Right. Last time we talked about the incident where your children got nail polish remover on your nice furniture and you blew up a little bit. So how have things been going with the kids and the house and everything like that with the stressful semester?
Well, because of all the stress I've been taking from the semester, the incidents like that still have been happening. The other day, I came home from working a double, which is about 13 hours on the floor, and there was Halloween candy wrappers about every 2 or 3 inches over 3 rooms of the house. And I can say that I definitely reacted differently because I'm really overwhelmed right now that I didn't even have it in me to yell at them. They weren't even sure what to think. I actually sat down on the couch and just sat there for a minute, and their eyes got so big. They were like, this is not normal. What is going on? I'm in trouble. I know we're in trouble. That's what they're acting. And they ended up, I just got up, I went and got some, I used Fabuloso on the carpet and stuff like that when things happen, and gave one a bowl, the other one a bowl, had one of them mop the floor by hand, and the other one scrubbed the carpets. And believe it or not, they had one room done like in 20 minutes. And that was my reaction, and I just got back and delegated and didn't help. I mean, if I'd done that myself, it would have taken me 45 minutes to an hour. But together they got it done pretty quickly, and they did go to bed right after that, and the next morning they were still happy, and I felt better. And yesterday I had them do a different room. So we're almost back to where it was before Mom left that day. But it seemed to work better, and I think maybe if they see the effort that has to be put into it on their own, that would help them not to make that mess. But it's really my 4-year-old. And I mean, my girls are really good about it, so I just know that I just got to go through maybe a few more years of this.
What do you think your children learned from you reacting this way rather than the past time before?
Well, I guess they see that I'm seeing, I'll say what I learned. I'm seeing that the yelling didn't help anything. Okay? Sometimes they glaze over because they're used to it. And doing it this way came as a surprise to them. And so it made them a lot more attentive to me. I think that they learned how much work it is, but that it also isn't that hard when you do it together. So I guess I won't really know until this next weekend, depending on kind of the chaotic disaster they caused this time, what impact it really made.
I'm glad that you were able to react in this way, and at the same time your children learned something from this and were able to clean it up on their own. So how old are your children again?
Well, Taylor is almost 16. She's not with me as much. Nevaeh is 10, and Chance is 4, almost 5.
So things getting messed up happens.
It happens when the girls are older too are not paying attention to what the younger one is doing.
Okay.
And ultimately, when they're together for a really long period of time, you know, oldest one gets on her cell phone, 10-year-old watching TV, and then my son is just free to roam. And that's when this happens.
So do you ever are you able to have one-on-one time with each of your children just to like discuss with them things that have happened in the past that made you feel stressed or overwhelmed or very angry.
I'd like to say that we have a lot of one-on-one time, but we don't. Especially when I'm having to take care of situations like that. That takes up a lot of time. I could be doing something with them.
Mhm.
But I do try to at least have conversations with them, like about their day and things like that.
That's good.
A lot of times, sometimes I might be in the car,
Mhm.
because that's the time we have. And then with my 10-year-old yesterday at church, I'm teaching her classes, 3rd through 5th graders,
Mhm.
and there were some incidences with behaviors with some of the kids, and I had to step in and I had to handle it, a certain way. And here my daughter needed me,
Mhm.
and she saw these other kids getting my attention, and I kind of was able to step out of that for a minute and look at it differently through her eyes. And so before I got her brother and sister, I talked to her on my own while we were at church. Sometimes it's just little things like that,
Mhm.
and encouraging her and explaining that I had to take care of this because I am, representing as a teacher. And I even explained it, which I probably shouldn't have told her the whole situation with those kids, but she is very understanding, and she reminds me of me a lot. So just trying to embrace those moments when I see them, that this is an opportunity to spend a little bit of one-on-one time, but they are very few and far between.
Mhm. But you're seeing that your children appreciate those little moments, even though they are.
Yes, I can't imagine not giving them any at all. That would be terrible. Like,
Mhm.
they wouldn't even, it's like not having a mom. So,
Well, I'm glad that you are giving them those moments. How are you, taking care of yourself in regards to classes, working double shifts, and just trying to take care of your children at the same time?
I'm not taking care of myself as much as I should. My devotion time with the Lord has really been lacking. And I can tell that makes a big difference on the day. It makes a big difference on how I handle things. But I'm just hanging on right now. And, I still have it's almost like the same relationship with my kids. It's very few and far between that I try to embrace those moments when they happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of the same way with me, with the Lord. Sometimes the only time I really have is when I'm driving by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to embrace that. If I was actually doing my spiritual disciplines of reading my Bible and doing my devotions and my journaling like I used to do, that those moments actually cause me to be able to hear the Lord all day. And I'm not having that. It's kind of sporadic. So I'm just praying that He helps me to get back to that and allows me to identify the time, give me the strength, because I'm tired most. So.
I can definitely feel your exhaustion, how it's weighing on you. Is that your phone?
Yes, it is actually. I know that we only had an 8-minute session,
Right,
so
yes.
I set my alarm so that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, next week we will talk about your support at church and just keep on talking about how you and your kids have been doing together in the home. So thank you so much for coming in, and I will see you soon.
I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you so much.